Why are they treating you like a B-side? That's one question. See, what I do is different. People could, oh man, but ego nothing. I'm cooking y'all. And it's easy work.
The guy that's gonna put in seats, the views, everybody gonna tune into my face.
Check the scoreboard. Shakur Stevenson went on social media, and you see the tweet. He says, I wonder how much Top Rank paid them fudge ninjas to leave at the exact same time so ESPN could show it on camera. Embodied. I'm the embodiment of this sport. Muff, I am boxing. So you had, again, another good fight with Williams Zepeda. They did not trust you with the main event. I'm really the one. Everybody know me. Everybody stop me. I can't go nowhere. Like you, Michael Jackson. Reaching out. Another day has come. I'm still all alone. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxing Ego Unpacked. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. The lunacy is back. Shakur Stevenson, he gets his teeth fixed and he loses it. He says the unthinkable. That after the Teofimo Lopez fight, he is the face of this boxing game. Ha ha! In this video, that's what I want to talk about. I don't know, man. Let's get to it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, on my channel, we talk about the latest and greatest, the hottest trends, whatever is cracking in the sport of boxing. A bunch of you sent me this clip from Cigar Talk where there's an exclusive interview with Shakur Stevenson, and they link up, and Shakur Stevenson, it sounds delusional, but I don't want to talk too much until after. I'm going to put on my headphones. I'm going to let y'all listen to it. And then you tell me, the king of boxing talk, the best in the business, and it's not even close. You tell me what's really cracking. Roll the clip.
Is this the fight that you feel
I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm that guy, bro. I'm tired of you shit.
You know, I want to be the best. I want to be the face of boxing, etc. Is this the fight that you feel
I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm that guy, bro. I'm tired of you shit. I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
What's the guy? What is the guy?
I'm the guy. I'm the guy that's gonna put asses in seats, the views, nigga. Everybody gonna tune into my face. If we could act like Tio is the A side of this fight just because he got the belt.
Yeah.
Let's pretend because you got the belt, and I'm coming to challenge you for your belt.
That's what it is right now.
But truthfully, is he the A side?
Like
I'm the bigger fighter, bro.
Popularity.
I'm the guy, bro. Like I'm the guy, and after I beat him, bro, I'm the face, bro.
Face box, face.
I don't want to hear him, bro. I don't want to hear
face. That's a. Are you face of that? Man, it depends how you beat him. The how matters.
Bro,
I agree.
Anywhere I go on the planet, bro, everybody knows Shakur. Yeah. I go anywhere on the planet, bro. Niggas, Shakur. Oh, can I take a picture? I'm the guy, bro.
Hold on, does that happen to you a lot? Like
everywhere, bro.
You outside, yo.
Niggas could sit there and act in front. And like social media try to spin a narrative like, oh, I'm the guy, bro. I'm the guy. I with the old and with the new. I'm the guy.
Yeah. But to beat the guy, you gotta beat all the guys though.
That's cool. I'm with the challenge. I'm with the challenge. Starting with T.O.
Yeah.
Then who's next?
Okay, then. So that was Shakur Stevenson. He said,
I want to be the best.
He the face of boxing. And can't nobody tell him nothing else. Can't tell me nothing. I had dreams. Listen, I get it. I feel like part of what makes these fighters good is pretty much a level of delusion, right? In some form or fashion, because boxing is a hard way to make your coin, to make a living, right? So when you attempt to do something such as a sport like boxing, dangerous, brutal, hard, politics, right? You will have a lot of people who are skeptics. They don't really think you can achieve the higher levels, the upper echelons, if you will, of the sport because it is hard to do. So I do believe there is almost a level of delusion required to be a boxer. And really not even just a boxer, to be successful and to be an entrepreneur. Like for me, when I started YouTube, I started before. I'm a pioneer in this game. No matter what anyone says, check the scoreboard. I've been doing this when there weren't people doing. I did the Ego Weight Watchers, and a lot of the fighters that I was started to do when I first started Ego Weight Watchers, they don't even fight anymore. Like they're retired fighters. That's how long I've been in the game. Is the show been on longer than the people who I was talking about at that given time, their careers, right? So I'll do a Ego Weight Watchers on John Doe. John Doe don't even fight no more though. Like retired, hasn't fought in years, but the show's still going. You dig? So I know what it feels like to be doubted because YouTube it's on easy mode right now. It was way, way harder. Like to get my first 10,000 subscribers, it took years. Now you could do it in 4 or 5 months because they got YouTube shorts and live streaming. It's a way different game. So I had to be delusional to a degree because I know people in my personal life and they're like, you trying to be the jack of all trades, master of none. And cause I wear a lot of hats. I rap, do the acting stuff. And yeah, I mean, I worked, I did all types of stuff in my life. So people doubt that. So to be successful kind of takes a bit of delusion. But what Shakur, what he's doing right here is like next level. First of all, he's like, man, that's it. Like cut and dry. I'm the face. Oh man, I'm the face. I don't care what none of y'all talk. I'm the face of boxing. When was this the conversation, bro?
I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm that guy, bro. I'm tired of you sugarcoating that shit. I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
I'm tired of sugarcoating it. I'm the guy. Huh? Like what?
What's the guy? What is the guy?
I'm the guy.
I don't even know if the host, like I can't speak for nobody else, but it don't even sound like the host really believe him. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
I'm the guy that's gonna put asses in seats, the views, nigga. Everybody gonna tune into my face.
I'm at a loss for words, people. I'll put the link in the description. You guys watch it in its entirety. But I'm at a loss for words. What is the kid talking about, bro? And I've addressed this really bluntly and out in the open for a minute now. This new generation, these Gen Z fighters, I don't know if it's the cell phones and tablets and iPads and internet and Wi-Fi signal and technology, they have absolutely lost it, and they're almost like devoid of the real reality. Like, I am from a generation where you have to have self-awareness and spatial awareness. Learn to walk into different settings and read the room. I feel like I can do that very well. Like, but some of these streamers, they're like, oh, I'm about to riz a girl and they'll walk up to a girl and they getting shut down crazy, and it look crazy. What you like? You look pathetic. You supposed to be a Riz channel that pull up on broads and you don't even know how to talk to the broad. You know what I mean? Like, so I just be watching some, like, you see the clips on the timeline. I'm like, some of these dudes is like, it's good, I guess, to have belief in yourself, but you look crazy. The girl make you look crazy out here and you don't know what to say, and you got to learn how to read the room. And Shakur Stevenson is like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the face. After I beat T.O., I'm the one that's gonna get the views. I'm the one that puts butts in seats. Huh? Boom. So this is comedian Lil Duval, right? This was after Shakur Stevenson went on social media. You see the tweet. He says, I wonder how much Top Rank paid them fudge ninjas to leave at the exact same time so ESPN could show it on camera. Delusion. This is the same individual, like a year or two ago or whatever, his last fight with ESPN, the ESPN cameraman showed the people walking about the spot, and Shakur Stevenson told and tweeted that out, talking about this was like they were coerced and the people decided to leave because ESPN paid them. But now he popping it like, I'm the face. I put views with the networks. I put butts in seats and they can't stop me. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You had people leaving your fight. Anyway, comedian Lil Duval said, it says, Shakur Stevenson believes that people who walked out of his fight were paid to do so. Lil Duval says, so ain't nobody in this camp gonna be honest with him? Crying emoji. Who paid them? And what did they cash app everybody in the building at the same time? Like, so to Shakur, this sounded plausible or whatever, that Top Rank had such a grudge against him, they paid people to leave early so they could show it to make him look bad. Bro, the narcissism is crazy. It's really sounding crazy, bro. Right? And there's a lot of great fighters, like Clarissa Shields and Shakur Stevenson. But I feel like the ego, no pun intended, the egos are getting so big in boxing where it doesn't actually, what you're saying is just not true. I don't want to beat around the bush. What you're saying is not true. You get me? Like, Clarissa Shields, great fighter, and you notice there's like a friendship there. And I like what Clarissa's done. She's very accomplished, has the accolades, but some of the stuff she's saying is like, Layla Ali needs my name. I don't agree to that. Somebody with the last name of Ali, who's not just got the name, right? Because they got a UK chick and she got Ali as her last name. But you're actually related and the blood daughter of Muhammad Ali. Why would Layla Ali need your name to clout chase a name? You already have the most the two most famous names in boxing are probably the three. I'll name three: Ali, Tyson, and Mayweather. Those are probably the most universally recognized name, where if I do a video and I'm like, I watched this video about Ali and he said, whoop, whoop, whoop. You guys, just off me saying three letters, A-L-I, Ali, you would know that I was referring to Muhammad Ali. If I do a video and said, Mayweather said Canelo, Canelo Alvarez, womp, 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 you know I'm talking about Floyd, or at best his pops. The Mayweather brand is big. Mike Tyson, you already know. Hi, it's me, Mike Tyson. Watch my fight with Peter McNeely. I'm gonna eat him. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. He was crying in there. Come on, bro. We talking about Mike. So Those are the most recognizable names. Why would Clarissa Shields say that Ali needs her name to become big when you got the biggest name, top 3 biggest name in boxing? If I show a picture of Muhammad Ali, people who weren't even alive for Ali, they'll be able to point him out. Shakur's talking like that. He's like, I can't go anywhere and people don't recognize. Bro, come out to the Bay Area, bro. I'm out here right now. I'll take you to Richmond. We go to North Richmond and we'll see if everybody know who you are, bro. Yeah, come out to Vallejo. Come out to Oakland, San Francisco. Bro, not everyone's gonna know. Some people will know you. And for me, I'm realistic. So Shakur, I don't know how big his brand is in terms of like, I'm sure some people, they see him, they're like, oh, that's Shakur. But there's people, this is how I know when it's cap. Because there's people who have been doing this longer than you, not even in your field, but entertainment, and people will see them in public now, especially nowadays, where they'll see them in public, and even if they recognize, like, I've seen that face before, they might not know the name. Because I hear these podcasts and stuff where people are talking about Mike Epps. He just did a podcast with Jim Jones, and he said he was on the airplane with an old white lady, and he was like, man, I told her I was Chris Brown. And she's like, oh, I love your music, da-da-da-da. He's like, man, I'm getting ready to do a show. So the lady said she called her daughter and said, I'm on the plane with Chris Brown, and showed a picture or whatever. And the daughter was like, that ain't Chris Brown. So you feel what I'm saying? There's other people that been doing stuff and been in like movies, blockbuster movies, and not everyone's going to be able to call them out by name and stuff. Boxing is super niche. It's like such a niche sport. And you got Tank Davis, Canelo, and Jake Paul. Those are whatever level, like Jake Paul and Tank, they probably have to have somewhat of an entourage. And I'm not even talking about former fighters like Pacquiao and Floyd, but more recent fighters, right? Shakur's making it sound like he Elvis. You ain't nothing but a, you know what I mean? Like, it just sounds crazy to me. Let me know in the comment section what y'all feel.
If we could act like Tio is the A side of this fight just because he got the belt.
Yeah.
Let's pretend because you got the belt.
What are we talking about? So now he's suggesting that he's way, way bigger than Teofimo, and we could pretend he's the A side just because he got the belt. If you are, hear me out. If you are as big as you say, why would you pretend because someone has the belt that pretend for its and giggles? Why would you pretend that they're the A side? That don't make any sense to me, because I know my boxing history. There have been fights like that, like when Miguel Cotto fought Sergio Martinez, right? That is a perfect example. Hopefully you guys were watching boxing then. Miguel Cotto clearly was a bigger, universally known name in the sport of boxing, right? However, the boy Martinez had the belt, which I'm showing you right there. But as you can see, it says Cotto Martinez because they fought in New York. Cotto was definitely bigger in New York. So despite being the challenger, even though Sergio Martinez had the belt, he got top billing. You see it. It says Cotto Martinez, right? So Shakur is making it sound as if he's allowing Teofimo, because he has the belt, he's allowing Teofimo to be the A side. And I just gave you an example. This is on Ring Magazine page, right? This say Teofimo versus Shakur. Teofimo versus Shakur. But I just gave you a prime example of the same scenario where you had a more popular person who actually can sell, like Miguel Cotto, right? And he had no belt because of the weight class. It literally says on this flyer, Martinez puts his WBC world middleweight title on the line. Cotto didn't have a title at middleweight because he had been fighting at smaller weights, right? Despite all that, usually on most flyers, the more popular A-side person is on the left side. And then on the right is the challenger or the lesser regarded person. As you see in this flyer, it says Cotto Martinez. If you are as big as you were saying, why are you not on the left side and why do you not have top billing? It literally says Teofimo versus Shakur. And that's a exact scenario with Cotto Martinez where Cotto didn't bring a belt in, but what he brought was cachet, name recognizable, lineage, a legacy fighter. So why didn't Ring and DAZN treat you the same way if what you're saying on Cigar Talk was actually true? Why are they not giving you top billing? Why are they treating you like a B-side? That's one question. See, what I do is different. People could, oh man, but ego nothing. I'm cooking you. And it's easy work.
I'm the guy that's gonna put asses in seats, the views, nigga, everybody gonna tune into my face.
I'm the one that puts butts in seats. I've already established that people were leaving your fight. I got videos up. Go watch the video. Type it in Google. You can find it. On ESPN, in your own hometown, people were leaving your fight, scurrying like somebody pulled the blick out and bop, 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 bop. Like there were shots rang out. People were fleeing your fight in your own hometown. But he's like, I put butts in seats. I'm the king of views. This is delusional. If you are the king of views, how come you've been on not even the main event in your last couple of fights with these same people? If you are doing all of what you're saying, you had a fight with Joe Cordina that was scheduled. It didn't happen because you pulled out with an injury, right? And you were not the main event on Dead Homies. I don't be lying. Boom. Here's the flyer. Undercard. You see, Better Be a Beevil main event. That's you before you got your teeth fixed. And you were fighting Joe Cordina on the undercard. So what butts and seats are you talking about? For real. Then when they rematch, because you pulled out, so you weren't on the first card. When they did the rematch, Better Be a Beevil, the co-main was Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker, 2 heavyweights, and you was under that. Shakur Stevenson, Floyd Schofield. You had a good fight, in fact, but they still didn't trust you as the main event. Right? So one fight didn't happen, and that was purely because you pulled out, but the placement was already there. It was like they placed you on so it don't matter if it happened or didn't happen. The fact is they placed you on the undercard. You dig? Then Better Be a Beevil, they placed you on the undercard beneath Joseph Parker and Daniel Dubois. Then you fought Hamza Shiraz, and like he has no profile, dog, in America. He a good little fighter, but he don't got no big name. And Berlanga was like probably one fight removed from losing every round to Canelo and getting dropped. They still put them. So Hamza Shiraz, y'all stopped me when I stopped telling the truth. Hamza Shiraz was coming off a Carlos Adames fight where he should have lost. His first fight at the weight class, they still put him as the main event over you. Berlanga was about one fight or so removed from losing every round to Canelo Alvarez. They still trusted him as a main event over you. These are facts. Get your BoxRec on. Get your Chat GPT on. Get your Wikipedia on. I don't need none of that. I got it all up in here. I'm the sweet science embodied. I'm the embodiment of this sport. Muff, I am boxing. So you had, again, another good fight with Williams Zepeda. They did not trust you with the main event last July in a tennis stadium, Arthur Ashe Louis Armstrong Stadium or whatever. They didn't trust you to main event a tennis stadium, right? But now you up here talking about I'm really the one. Everybody know me. Everybody stop me. I can't go nowhere. Like you, Michael Jackson, reaching out on it. Why? Like what? Another day has come. I'm still all alone. How could this be? You're not here with me. Never say goodbye. Bro, you acting like you MJ in his prime. I'm the king of pop. This don't make sense. If you are what you say you are, then why are they not putting you as the main event? Somebody gotta let me know these things. Because the Inshakurs, the Shakurians, they're gonna get on here and be like, oh, Ego, you big hater. But you're not gonna prove me wrong. I don't care about none of that. You ain't proving me wrong. This new generation is chopped. They like to say stuff, but it don't add up. The receipts do not add up. The last time Shakur main evented was at that gas station fight at the Arco AMPM or whatever. Chevron, Techron. Which one? Pick one. Bro, come on, stop playing with me, bro. That was his last main event. He ain't main event since Top Rank or Chevron Techron fight. And he's like, let's pretend Teofimo is the A side. What do you mean? We ain't gotta pretend. He the belt, he the ninja that they put on the left, and he the one with the top billing. So why we gotta pretend? What do you mean? Let's pretend. They actually are treating him like the A side. And the other thing is, man, come on. Stylistically, it don't even sound like the people that you work with right now love your style. This is going to be a rematch room presentation. Eddie Hearn dishing on Devin Haney, talking about he boring. So if you put out another performance like that, here's how Eddie Hearn would do it. If Shakur keeps working with Eddie Hearn, he ain't going to say nothing. But if Shakur become a free agent and go elsewhere, then Eddie Hearn going to do him just like Devin Haney and be like, that fight was boring. I put my kids to bed watching your fight, NyQuil, you know, all that Ambien. He gonna say all that same stuff he's saying about Devin Haney. That's how that work. So the only reason why he'll spare you is because you working with him. So you got to keep it cordial and keep it professional. But even if Shakur wins versus Teofimo, and fights like a Conor Ben, you dig? If you fight Conor Ben, it's probably gonna be the same thing. Eddie Hearn gonna pick his horse that's actually long-term committed to him and his fellow bloke, his UK mate, bang mate, you know what I mean? And he gonna rock with Conor Ben. And Conor Ben got a more interesting, in-your-face, entertaining style. So he gonna probably rock with that. So the point I'm making in this video, you notice, I know I control these boxing fans' emotions. They are emotion. They are emotions and emotional, right? They're gonna like get in, oh man, you hating. I ain't said one bad word about Shakur as a fighter, right? All I spoke was truth. I didn't give a fight prediction for this fight, but because you're emotional, you're gonna miss the whole message. But that's on you, because the real ones, they know the brain is working. They know what comes out of my mouth and that is conceived in my noggin is boxing cook-up. I don't have no issue with no fighter, including Shakur Stevenson, but I also am not going to side with you when it don't make sense. You a good little fighter, but now you doing too much where you're saying at this current juncture, you're the biggest and best. And here's the thing. The man said, after I beat Teo, and he has a strong chance to beat Teo, right? But after I beat Teo, I'm going to be the face. I'm tired of sugarcoating it. What are you talking about? We decide who's the face of the boxing, the media and the fans, right? You don't decipher that. Even with Tank, here's the reality too. We got to bring up Gervonta Davis right now. Gervonta Davis, he's going through whatever he's going through. His fight got canceled with Jake Paul. He was still down to fight. They canceled it, right? He was still down to fight. But now Tank has just been MIA. We don't really know what's up with him. Some people like, oh, is he going to retire? Does he want to fight? He's like in no man's land. So now they take your silence as a sign of weakness, or it's like the saying goes, when the cat's away, the mice will play. You know what I mean? Because Tank has just been so dormant ever since the Jake Paul fight got canceled and he got legal issues or whatever. Now people are trying to like proclaim that spot. In terms of the lighter divisions and like people who are like 31 and under, Tank is that dude. Tank is the one. Even with the legal problems, even with took a knee with Lamont Roach. If you think you're a superstar, then wait till you see how Gervonta Davis, if he pop out, the response that he get. Because to be honest, I feel like a lot of this new generation, the ones that are just under Tank, to me, it truly feels, and I'm not trying to psychoanalyze everybody, but it feels like they're jealous of him. Because Tank, he got like the best boxing story in terms of like just a good boxing story, like Pacquiao. I grew up in the Philippines and I was selling donuts and cigarettes, right? Pacquiao got a good story. Skinny ninja in the Philippines, lying about his weight to make weight, selling donuts in the street, sleeping in the street, scrawny. Superstar. Dope story. But Tank got one of those. Foster care, bounced around, parents addicted and all types of stuff. Your boys end up in jail or popped and like dead or whatever. And you that dude. So you got the street cred. You got an exciting style. You a southpaw. And then you got that Floyd cosign. You got the whole thing. And then you branch off on your own. You got the whole package of a like boxer, like create a fighter if this was like a 2K. And I feel like these dudes are envious. Like Shakur, he's a great fighter, but we know your story is not as rugged. You keep talking about I'm from the hood, I'm from Newark. Newark is hood. We'll give you that. But you're like Bow Wow. What's my name? Like, you're like almost like a Bow Wow in the sense that you had your direction very early on. And like, we remember seeing a sparring of you and Devin Haney and y'all were like 14, 15 years old. So what was you selling dimes and nicks and you were selling packs at that time? Like, you know what I mean? Like you had a direction. Your grandfather or whoever put you in the right direction. So you talking all this trenches stuff. How you in the trenches, but you was at tournaments and silver gloves and Olympics and all, you know what I mean? Like it don't really add up like that. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Shakur is a good fighter, but this newest interview that y'all kept sending me, it sound rather delusional. Like you're making it like you're larger than life big. And then after you're after you fight Teo, even if you beat Teo. Here's the thing. Let's say you beat Teo, right? This fight has a potential to be really good or really bad, like in terms of pure aesthetically pleasing, fun to watch fights, because you already did with a lesser fighter, William Zepeda. In my opinion, William Zepeda is a lot more flat-footed and one-dimensional than Teofimo. And you already fought the Rambo, I got to prove it to the world. I fight for my country. No Tom and Jerry. You already did that with him. You've already explained to us in interviews that's not your style. You like, I got hit more than I wanted to get hit. You got punched into the ropes and scurried back into the ropes. You said you were sore for days or weeks after the fight. We know this. So I have a hard time believing that Shakur back to back is going to do the same type of fight that really is not his style of fight. Balls to the wall, no Tom and Jerry style of fight versus this kid, Teofimo. And again, there's a lot of people who are emotional because Teo does and says a lot of stupid stuff. We're not talking about that. I've already told you, Teofimo, he chopped. He be saying some weird stuff, he be on weird timing. I'm just talking about the fight though. Let's get back to the fight. Pensacola, we talk tonight. You know what I mean? And when it comes to that, I think Shakur will probably fight less William Zepeda and just more Robson Kasasiao, Nakathila performances like Artem Haratunian, where he's just really looking for his openings, especially at 140 in the new weight class. So you're saying after I beat Teofimo, is on and popping, I'm the face. It's not really true because one, as I mentioned earlier, we decide that. The public decides who's the face of boxing, not you. You're not self-appointed. You put yourself in office. You know what I mean? It's not a dictatorship. Two, given your history, you might not even have the type of performance because of your style, brittle hands or whatever. You may not even have the type of performance that could make you the face of boxing, if that makes sense. Because when is the face of boxing been a style who is not like unbeatable or very exciting? Right? Like Floyd was the face of boxing, but he was looking super special in there, right? Hard to hit, dog walking people, making it look easy, fighting on the ropes in the center of the ring, fighting in the in range, out range. Like he just does it all. So that made it different. You know what I mean? Floyd was different. Then you had other people like maybe consider faces of boxing, Canelo and Pacquiao's and stuff like that. They're fun to watch in general. They don't like, it's that, you know what I mean? So it's very premature to be talking about the face of boxing. And I don't really think you become the face of boxing off of one joint. You know what I mean? Like Pacquiao, his rise to superstardom, I don't really feel like it was one fight that did it for him. Like, oh, he's here now. It was like Laduaba, Barrera, Eric Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez fights. You know what I mean? Then he kept fighting and he became Pacquiao. Now this new generation, they want to talk about it and tell you. Like, for me, I didn't know what I would become as a YouTuber. I just kept my head in the books, did my cram sessions, and the channel became what it became. You know what I mean? And then after, once you really, like, I'm at the top of the mountain. I'm on Mount Everest. I do this effortless. I got a home studio. I wake up when I want. I go to bed when I want. I was watching the Diddy doc. Take that, take that, take that. I do whatever I want. I can make this video when I want. I didn't feel like I said, I want some Chipotle. So I had to make this video. I went to Chipotle instead. And then I'm doing the video now because I do what I want. So I've already, in my niche, I've already done what I needed to do. And we just gonna keep building from that. But a lot of these young fighters, they have delusions of grandeur where they're like, I've done it all. I've seen the top of the mountain. I'm the face of boxing. Like, who anointed you this? I'm so confused. But if you know, let me know in the comment section. I do think Shakur is a good fighter. However, You're talking about I'm the one to get the views and I'm the one that's the face of boxing and let's pretend I'm the B-side. What are you talking about, bro? If all this was true, you should have been on pay-per-view. You should have been main eventing. Why are they not? That's my final question to you. And I know y'all can't answer it. If everything I've said in this 40-minute video is a lie and everything Shakur and the Inshakurs and the Shakurians say is true, why are they not putting him on main events up until now? Like, why is because Teofimo, he's fought on pay-per-view before with Lomachenko, right? You had guys like Tank before he fought Leo Santa Cruz and started getting his pay-per-view bag. He was still the main event for PBC. I know because I was at his fights, right? When he's fighting Gamboas and Nunes, before he like blew up, he was still, you know what I mean, at the top and fighting main events. Shakur, he left Top Rank and he ain't getting no main events. And even when you were with Top Rank, they put you on Thursday, bro, on a school night. You fighting on a school night. You got the people got homework and stuff and you saying everyone know me. No, they don't, because it's a school night. People got to get up for work the next day. I'm done. Let me know how I did. We unpacked. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate. So ultimately,